What?
Dominic, can you bring my water and my phone over here, please?
Yes, we will.
We will if you look small.
Well, you're not doing anything but whining. Oh my god, yeah, no one's helping.
Connor, bring my water and my phone, please. After.
Where are they?
What? In beside Connor, grab them right there. There's black water on my phone right beside Blake. Need your help moving this. Black water. And I need help pulling this pillow up. Stuff. Move the pillow onto the armrest. Right there. Yep.
Go sit over there. You got the ottoman. You can put your feet on.
Those pillows are in the car and you have to put on them. Ottoman.
We'll do that tomorrow.
Oh my god. There's garbage on the floor that can get picked up here. Connor, bring that yellow bag in here.
What's he gonna eat?
Meatloaf and frozen fruit. There's rice in the fridge, but I don't think you'll eat it. Hey, Connor, bring me that garbage bag, please. I need you to pick up these papers for me. Yeah, you can. No, you're not. Come on, let's go. Yellow garbage bag, bring it here. Come on down here. Now, pick up any garbage you see on the floor, and you can probably tell what most of
What
it
are
is.
you doing there?
Hey, you can do it after. I can't pick up garbage.
Hi.
There's garbage right there. There's a couple pieces. This is what consistent of cleaning the house is. Sit on the floor.
Okay.
Clean up all the paper that's on the floor, please. Dawn, get over here. Connor, you can do that after. Pick up, there's like 4 pieces of garbage I need you to pick up. Pick up those 4 pieces of garbage I didn't see. Under Blake's chair, mostly. Yeah, you can play, but it takes 10 seconds to pick up garbage. Please, Dominic, I cannot get down there.
Connor can't.
Connor, we're gonna throw that out.
Oh,
Put
he's
it
the
down.
first one that you ask.
Put it down, please, and give me 30 seconds of cleaning up the garbage.
Can I please just do it?
Finish it. No, put it down. Get all the paper off the garbage. Throw the garbage. Paper, not any plastic. See? Throw it away. Yeah. Throw it away. How high do you? Tin foil of white. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you. Ask him to pick up like 4 pieces of garbage. He's too freaking busy doing a puzzle. He's doing it.
Saw it.
No, you're not. Look in front of Blake's chair.
Where's Blake?
There's a friggin' piece of plastic on the floor in front of you.
He said only. He
Right there
said
in front of you.
a bag.
Plastic. It's a puzzle.
Yeah.
Not these paper right beside your leg. It's one big enough for in front of the any more? Okay, go play your game. What game? We're still looking like you need to put things away you never did. We pulled that couch up, look behind here, looked in all the toy bins, like I don't understand. Where are you putting it? Is it in your room on the toy box, on the shelf?
No, I didn't even touch it.
Take it upstairs when you got it?
Because Blake might have it. We know what it now I locked it.
Here's something. Go look in your room on the box, please.
We will go through. Oh, it won't be up there. I already know that. I already know it won't be up there.
And you just go look.
Right
It's
here.
not there anymore, so go look in your books, please.
It's not going to be
Look in
there.
Blake's bookshelf, too.
Won't be either.
Go look, maybe Blake's put it up there.
I'm not going to say that. He's going wrong. All Blake is all that.
You Don't blame things on your brother when you lost it.
I did not lose it.
You obviously did. You don't blame it on your brother.
Okay, come on, out. That's not where you sit. Come on. Come on.
He doesn't care if someone's not his. So grab it anyway and throw it.
Blaming everything on other.
Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Gets around him, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Drake will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out from the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. There's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson going to run. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They go play action with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Baron Browning leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Play action. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll be out right at the 35. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Cook up the gut. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Play action. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter, but you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now in Baltimore.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They run the counter with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Throwing on second and 14. Wilson, they'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Again, it's Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dalvin Cook halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Here's Cook again. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 54 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. The 40. Past the 20. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he is going to lose yardage here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the